Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rich Bradley, President of the Board of Public Service. This is the regular meeting of the Board of Public Service for May 9th, 2023. We do have one hearing today and we have no lettings. The hearing is hearing number 8750. And I would apologize that it was not on today's agenda. It was an addition and a miss on the agenda. So without further ado, I will let Helen Bryant read the bid to you.
Okay, we have one bid for 8750 Shops Drive repairs and resurfacing at St. Louis Lambert International Airport. Our one bidder is Byrne and Jones. Total bid amount is $273,488.56. That's $273,488.56.
Thank you. At this time, I'll ask Secretary if she will please call the roll.
Director Coyle?
Aye.
Director Davis? Director Hayes?
Aye.
Director Russell is excused. Director Scobie?
Present.
Director Williams?
Present.
President Bradley?
Present, we have a quorum. I will call the meeting to order.
Regular business. From the President, recommendation that approval be given as follows. Addendum number 1 to letting number 8756, reconstruction of Taxi Lane Charlie from S to G, Project 1 at St. Louis Lambert International Airport is issued to amend and supplement the April 2023 drawings and specifications. No change to the bid opening date of May 16, 2023. From the Office of Special Events, requests for the following to be approved, subject to certain conditions. There are 9 special events to be declared as festival zones. Heart Walk will take place throughout downtown streets on May 13th at 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. Setup will begin on May 12th at 12 p.m. and teardown will end on May 13th at 12 p.m. Bevo Bazaar will take place in Seville Park at Market Ford and Gravois on May 12th and 13th at 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Yankees Curbside Concert will take place on Iowa Street from Cherokee to the First Alley every Saturday beginning May 13th through October 14th and on November 5th, 2023 from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. Circus Flora will take place on Samuel Shepherd from Josephine Baker to Teresa and Josephine Baker from Samuel Shepherd to Delmar on May 23rd to June 29th for event support only. Blues on the Block will take place on 6th Street from Washington to Locust every Saturday beginning June 3rd to August 5th, 2023 from 4 to 7 p.m. Set up and tear down will be from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pride Fest will take place at Poker, Internal Flame, and Kaufman Parks and downtown streets for the parade and festival on June 24th, 2023 at 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. and on June 25th, 2023 at 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Setup will begin on June 21st at 7 a.m. and tear down will end on June 26th at 5 p.m. Shaw Street Party will take place on Shenandoah between Thurman and Lawrence on June 27, 2023 at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Evolution Festival will take place in Forest Park on August 26 through 27, 2023 at 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Setup will begin on August 18th at 8 a.m. and teardown will end on August 31st at 5 p.m. Art in the Park will take place in Francis Park on September 24th, 2023 at 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Setup will begin on September 22nd at 8 a.m. and teardown will end on September 25th at 6 p.m. From the Director of Public Utilities, recommendation that the board declares as emergency action the following. All labor, parts, and equipment to make repairs to Basin 1, Sluice Gate Operator Distributive Station Potable Water Pumps, number 8 and number 10. This critical equipment is located at the Chain of Rocks Water Treatment Plant. The estimated cost of this work is $60,000. From the Director of Streets, Recommendation that the following be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number 131562, request from Twisted Ranch to encroach with tables and chairs for a sidewalk cafe utilizing 462 square foot with liquor at 14 Maryland Avenue. From the Directors of Public Safety and Utilities, joint recommendation that the following be approved, subject to certain conditions. Request from Mayacon and Locon to consolidate 1812 through 1820 Geyer Avenue into a single lot in City Block 1332. Request from AJ Adewami to adjust the boundary at 1002 Borton Street in City Block 815. Joint recommendation that the following be denied. Application number 131528, approved by the board on April 4th, 2023, approval number 303905, request to change status of application from approved to denied as a request from Heather Donzie to re-subdivide lots 16, 18, 19, and 20 in order to create enough space for the electrical substation upgrade at 1615 Macklin in City Block 5766, requires a conditional use and variance prior to approval. From the Directors of Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that the following be approved, subject to certain conditions. Request from MSD to construct approximately 333 lineal feet of new 18 combined sewer and appurtenances on Marion Street between 7th and Broadway Street at City Block 0367. Joint recommendation that one application from AT&T be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number CM23-00068 for 5210 Columbia Avenue. Joint recommendation that one application from Charter be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number CM23-00071 for 6301 Prescott Avenue. From the Director of Public Safety, there are 3 conditional use permits.
Good afternoon, Mr. President and members of the board. My name is Steve Nahr, zoning plan examiner for the city of St. Louis, representing the building commissioner. For board order 766, transmitted here with our recommendations for the following conditional use applications. 2800 North Grand Boulevard, Unit E, 1421 North Taylor Avenue, and 5791 Thekla Avenue.
Thank you, Steve. I do have a question. Alderwoman Boyd contacted me this morning about 5791 Thekla, which is a convenience store. And her commentary was, do they currently meet all the noted conditions, or do they currently have any violations? Now, the reason I'm asking this question is because she has mentioned that there is signage and other things on this building that she believes to be in violation with the conditions of this permit. It seems interesting to me that that would already be a problem before we ever issue the permit.
Yeah.
And what she said was to be very clear, if there's any violations currently, she is opposed to this. And if there are none, then she is okay with it. So can you speak to that a little bit?
Well, I don't see any record of her sending a letter in to us either way, condoning it or against it. And the plan examiner, let me see here. It doesn't look like the plan examiner had any objections to the existing conditions. Let me see if there's anything from the inspection. Excuse me. I don't see anything just flipping through the file, but I can check with the plan examiner and see what his feelings were about it. And I mean, can we continue this and get back to it?
So I think probably the best one to do with 5791 Thekla is to table it until next week. And
Okay.
that way you could come back with someone telling us if there's any violations before we approve it. Unless you are sure there's not, I would prefer we do that.
Yeah, and I really can't say I'm sure. I was just flipping through the file. I didn't see anything, but I'll check with Evan. He did the original report. And,
Okay, so at this time, I'd like to open the floor up for any questions from any of our other board directors.
Greg, this is Greg Hayes. I make a motion to approve the conditional uses as submitted with the exception of the Thekla address, which should be tabled as of today's date.
Okay, motion is second to approve and table number 3 for 791 Thekla till next Tuesday. Any further discussion?
I have something, Scobie. In addition to just checking the files, could somebody go and look to see what's on the building itself?
I believe we did, but again, I'm not that familiar with this particular project, so I'd rather do my research and get back to you with better information.
Yeah, I would feel more comfortable if between now and next meeting, if somebody actually physically went and took a look
Okay,
and document what they have.
okay.
Thank you, Director. Any further comments or questions? Seeing none, can you please call the roll?
Director Coyle,
Aye.
Director Davis,
Aye, mute button issues, aye.
Director Hayes.
Aye.
Director Russell is excused. Director Scobie,
Aye.
Director Williams,
Aye.
President Bradley.
Aye. The conditional use motion is approved. Turn your attention to our meeting minutes from last Tuesday, May 2nd, 2023. Are there any questions or comments on the meeting minutes as submitted? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve, please.
Motion to approve, Davis?
Second, Coyle.
Thank you, directors. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Coyle,
Aye.
Director Davis,
Aye.
Director Hayes.
Abstain.
Thank you. Director Russell is excused. Director Scobie,
Aye.
Director Williams,
Aye.
President Bradley.
Aye, the meeting minutes are approved. Today's agenda, questions or comments on our meeting agenda today? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve, please.
So moved, Davis?
Second.
Thank you, directors. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Coyle,
Aye.
Director Davis,
Aye.
Director Hayes,
Aye.
Director Russell is excused. Director Scobie,
Aye.
Director Williams,
Aye.
President Bradley.
Aye, today's meeting agenda is approved. Are there any comments or questions from any of our board directors before we adjourn? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn, please.
So moved,
Keep
Hayes.
it moving. So, oh, Greg got me. Go ahead, Greg.
Oh, you can have it.
I was on a roll, Greg. So moved, Davis.
Second, Hayes.
All right, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, meeting adjourned. Thank you all. Have a good afternoon.
Have a good
Aye.
one.